hey, we're in Kentucky. Come for the horses and stay for the bourbon. Or is it come for the bourbon and stay for the horses? I'm not sure.
It might be, but it's not all about horses and bourbon. We'll show you. So this is the Alive and Fuzzy Alpaca Farm near Bowling Green, Kentucky. And Elaine, the owner, is fabulous. We had a great tour here last night. Got to feed the alpacas and go hang out with them and then check out the babies, and really, really cool. Don't get in the line of fire. Alright, so we decided to do the self-discovery tour on our own versus the domes and dripstones tour, which would have been 2 hours. But when we got to the beginning at the shelter where you meet, that tour holds 110 people and it was sold out. So we're getting ready to go on an international trip, so we decided to not be packed into a bus with that many people and then follow 110 people on a tour. So it's not really quite our thing anyway. So Mammoth Caves is awesome. We didn't see the best parts of it because of that, but just the little discovery self-guided thing was actually pretty good. Not awesome compared to the rest of the cave.
The history of how the cave was used. You're not going to get the stalagmites and stalactites that you get with the other one.
And some of the other features of the other tours. So definitely, if you come, make reservations ahead of time. Hey, we're getting ready to do one of our first excursions here in Kentucky. We're in Bowling Green and we're at the Lost River. Now this is supposed to be a really cool boat ride.
Lost River Cave.
Lost River Cave, thank you, honey. And so this is a boat ride underground on a river. Should be pretty cool. Great history too. So we get to learn all about Civil War soldiers camping out near here and all kinds of other awesome stuff. Let's go underground. Hey, it's not an adventure unless something breaks. The little motor on our little boat broke and he just had to act like a little gondolier and push us through the rest of the way. So it was all fun. So we did learn at the cave entrance here that the Confederates during the Civil War used it. It was kind of their hospital area.
Right. No, there's a pool up here that became like the man-eating pool.
Oh yeah, the man-eating pool.
Because there's actually an underwater feed from this pool up here that actually goes into the underwater. So when they tried to originally measure it, they thought it was bottomless because the tool got sucked in there and just kept going and going and going. So they thought it was over 400 feet deep when it's really only like 6 or something. But
it also got the moniker of Dead Man's Cave because the Confederate soldiers, some of them would pretend to die, right? So they can desert the army and then off they went. So it was rumored at one point that Jesse James was here also, but they actually don't think that's true. But great history. Hey, we just toured the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green. It's really cool. It was $16 for you. It was $18 for me. One of the best car museums we've ever seen. It's fantastic. Even if you're not a big Corvette fan, it's pretty cool.
I am.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. And we'll never have a red Corvette, so I did buy a red Corvette jacket. So yeah, you'll see me in that at some point. So Bowling Green is where Corvettes are actually made now. They were made in St. Louis for many, many, many years, from about 1954 to 1981, and now they're made here in Bowling Green, hence the National Corvette Museum here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Good morning. I needed more coffee. We're at Blackbeard Espresso in downtown Louisville, Kentucky. It's pretty darn good. Woo! What do you think of when you're in Louisville? Louisville Sluggers? Yeah, let's go check it out. Okay, we're barely awake. This is so exciting though. I'm huge into horse racing and we're here at Churchill Downs, which is so cool. There's a lot of different tours you could take, so you can go online to the Kentucky Derby Museum to check out the tours that you can do here. So we're gonna go do the thoroughbred morning workout. It starts at 7:15, so we got up at 4:30, so we could have coffee.
Eastern, by the way.
Yeah, and drive over here. Yeah, we're still on like Central Time or something. Anyway, very excited to be here at Churchill Downs. Here we're at River Gorge geological area. It's pretty cool. We're just on a real short hike right now, and this is just the start of all the cool stuff we get to see here. The great thing is it's in Daniel Boone National Forest, so we can take the dogs with us. Yes, they're having a great time. Silver Mine Arch, Red River Gorge, geologic area. Oh moly, I'm glad I walked into here. All right, Kentucky is not just about bourbon and horse racing, but this is a lot of fun. So we're gonna have a real treat this week. We came all the way to Kentucky to see a couple friends that we made on the Mexico trip. So Stacy and James, and we're getting the locals tour of all things super cool in Kentucky. Today, I'm in the Maker's Mark, which is probably, I think, in the Guinness Book of Worlds, the oldest operating distillery. And then we're at Wilderness Trail, who's only been in business for 9 years, so one of the youngest distilleries. So it's really cool to see that difference in the two distilleries. Me, I'm not much of a bourbon drinker, but you know, that's okay. When in Rome, gotta try it. Feel like a kid in a candy store. This is so dang cool. We're at Keeneland, which is a big racetrack near Lexington, Kentucky. Now, we paid for the owner's tour, so we actually are backstage, I guess, if you call this a stage, but we get to tour this like we're owners. So we've seen the horses come out, we've seen the jockeys come out, we get to be near the front when they go into the gate, and we get, coolest thing, we get to be in the owner's circle at the end of the first race. So I love horse racing.
We're having a great time. This particular racetrack was used in multiple movies. Seabiscuit, Secretariat, and I think one other one.
The horses have reached the starting gate for Keeneland's second race, start of the early pick four.
Hey, we're at Spendthrift Farm, and this is amazing. This is the largest thoroughbred breeding farm in the country, probably even the world.
Who are you just petting?
Well, they don't have names yet. They won't get names till
Oh.
they're 2 years old. So they are, or one of them, that one right there, the brown one with it, that is Beholder, or son of Beholder. That they won't get their name until they're 2 years old. So that one is also worth $4 million. Four. We are so excited. This came in the mail today. This has to do with our next really, really big adventure. So I'm going to open this up, see what's in it, and I will reveal to you what our next big adventure is. Expedition, you ready for it? Antarctica, 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 and Patagonia.